Welcome to the NFT crew, folks. Hope you are doing well. Today's project, Pandimensionals. Yes, with an S. I don't know why the S is on the other. Maybe it's my screen resolution, but we won't go into that. Pandimensionals, actually a really interesting project that I probably say that far too much, but this really is an interesting one because it will blow your mind the amount of information and the story the team have put into this one. I'm going to try and articulate it the best I can, but I'm probably going to fail miserably. Pandimensionals, let me give you a few of the facts to start with. Launching on the 18th of March, so we've got 17 days from today, actually, depending on what time zone. It could be 16 days. It's launching at 8 p.m. GMT at a price of 0.07 ETH. So I already like it just because of the ETH price. We all know all those high priced projects are just failing miserably and not doing so well unless you're invisible, friends. But I think we're coming back to the days of the 0.06 and 0.07. Anything below the 0.1 seems to be doing okay. I mean, there's the oddities, but we are just in that climate with current geopolitical climate that's causing us a bit of pain in the NFT world. Having said that, check this out, Pandimensionals. I'm on their website, pandimensionals.io. A lot of information I talk about. They are a fully doxed team. They're going to be doing a 10k drop of NFTs, 300 traits, 6 of them super rare, 2 legendaries, and then they're going to be aiming to do member content only. So when you look at the roadmap, it's not the strongest, but I have faith in the team, which is why I'm talking about the project. Their roadmap is based on the launch of the NFTs, so the crash landing as they put it. Then they're going to be launching the Cherryade bar, and then there's a next generation launch. But then there's so much more they talk about that's just not part of the roadmap. They talk about the Void, which is going to be one-off one pieces that are going to be auctioned off for, and 100% of those proceeds are going to go to the ocean cleanup and things along those lines. They've got many of those. They're a team that are doxed, which is wonderful. You can see, here we go, I've got down to it, PJ Cooper, and then they've got their Dr. Gripper and Daryl Sparry, who's their PR person. They've got their Twitter connections, and if you look at, for example, Dr. Gripper on Twitter, he's going to be a author, right? So a real storytelling fairy tale author. There you go. You can see it from France, which is absolutely wonderful. And then you've got real artist PJ Cooper being a real artist, right? And that's what they're doing. They're building a community of artists and Web3 developers and Degans, and that's sort of where it sounds like they're going. My only reservation with that is that they are 10k. 10k is a lot of NFTs to fill up. So if it was a smaller number, I think they probably would do a lot better. But I really do hope they do very well, because I will be probably investing. But please do your own research, folks. I will go back to the website. As I said, there is so much information on here, and the story that they start to tell is just absolutely amazing. When they talk about their tribe, here we go. The invasion, right, of the Pandimensionals onto Earth, and so they're building a whole tribe, a whole story. If I click the Galaxians, look at that. They start telling you about what is going to be the legends and the artifacts and the weapons, the vehicles. They are really building a whole little ecosystem here, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Here we go. Here's a story about the Fanacapans. There you go. I'm hoping I've pronounced that correctly. I'm sure I will be told if I haven't. But look, whole story that I'm not going to go through, that you guys can go and read, and it is really good. I've read it, but you guys need to go and have a look and let me know what you think. I talked about them already being a doxed team, and you can check their information. I will go to their socials in a second, but actually they have been in the press. So PJ Cooper, who's one of the artists and founders of this project, is clearly well connected, and I'll show you how I know that and why I'm saying that as well. And there's a few links on the website. Sorry, I went a bit too fast there. That allows you to click through to some of the media pieces that PJ Cooper's been involved in. So which is really good. And then they've got a wiki, etc. They do have a Discord. Discord doesn't have a huge following. I think it's got about 1,000, give or take. It's not got a sorry, pardon me, huge following, but they are quite new. I only came across them 2 days ago, and I've done my research, and that's why I'm doing a video. Here's the trick now. If you guys want whitelist, check it out. Get onto their website and go and fill this in, and I'm telling you, you will get whitelist because it is that early. That's how early it is. Get onto whitelist. Go and follow them on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. Fill in the details. Submit, and I'm telling you, you've got a very high chance of getting the allow list. So my recommendation is get the allow list first. Do your research, and then you can decide if you want to mint on the 18th, although I think you will once you've done your research. As I said, they are on social media, not a huge following. I do think they've got this, this next 2 weeks is the run up actually to them dropping. So this is when I think their following and the hype will grow for the project. But it is Pandimensionals. They are on Twitter, as you can see, and they are promoting low gas contract quite a lot, which is fantastic. One thing I haven't mentioned is the art. The art for me, and I've used this terminology before, is fun art, and you can see their trailer on their Twitter. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for that. It's fun art, so it is that that fun nice on the eye type art, keeping you entertained art. So you're not investing in the project just for the art. It's a decent PFP, but you're in here for that utility is where I'm going with this project. And then I go to PJ Cooper. So PJ Cooper, the founder, he talks about it. He's got a healthy following. Having said that, one thing that I was looking at today is PJ Cooper is followed by Gary V. So he's clearly connected and in with the right people, and Gary V is not going to be following anybody. So there you go. That's a big plus for me. PJ Cooper has Gary V following him, so you guys can go and check that out as well, which is a massive plus. I talked about our storyteller. There we go. He's going to have a book published in 2022 this year, which is absolutely fantastic. First novel. And that just shows you these folks are going somewhere, thinking about the community and trying to build a utility. And then Mr. PR, Daryl Sparry, Mr. PR. So he's got, again, a healthy following. Doesn't talk about the project on his Twitter, but he is being promoted on their website. So I'd be very surprised if he's not engaged. I will show you some of the art. I was able to download them. You can see here some of the art. Look at that. Absolutely looks pretty cool. I will flick through so you can have a look. Again, it's fun art. Look at that. That looks fantastic. Imagine that, having that as a PFP. Go and check it out, folks. Go and get that whitelist and let me know what you think. Comment below. Subscribe. Thanks, folks.